I'm Catherine of GamerCast.net, and I thought I'd just do a little pickups video, mainly because there's no collector's editions coming out for a while. Catherine comes out February 10th, there's Mass Effect 3 coming out soon, there's a few other things, but not a huge amount, so I thought I'd do a pickups video, as I haven't done one for quite some time. Charlotte and Tim did one in December, just after Christmas, which I did do one with them, but the lighting was really bad, so we decided not to do that one, and they did it after I left. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to show everything that I've bought since the last pickups video, which was post E3, and up until just before Christmas, because that's lots of games and I have to remember when I bought them, and I have no record. Well, I can usually remember when I bought things, but sometimes I forget as well, so then I leave stuff out and then I'll forget it and then remember the next video and be annoyed. So anyway, I think, so I picked a couple of things that I got in around December time, only a couple of things. So I picked up, well, as you may know, for my Dead Island Collector's Edition unboxing, well, Gore Edition, for PC, I decided to pick up a 360 copy as well. So I just picked up a promo copy off eBay just so I can play it and get achievements, but it's really good. So I thought I'd pick that up as well. So I got that. I think I paid 15 quid for that, which wasn't bad at all. Of course, there's a promo copy, so it doesn't have an instruction book, but it's nice because it's a promo copy. Then I also picked up the Metroid Prime trilogy. I own Metroid Prime 1 and 2 on the Cube, but I wanted to pick this up because I didn't have Corruption. It all, of course, comes nicely on one disc with the nice printing on the disc. It's got all its stuff in there still, and the sleeve. And that's a really nice collection. It's quite hard to come across now. I managed to pick up this copy off eBay, as no stores in my area had a copy, so I just resorted to eBay in the end. But it was nice because I kind of want to replay Metroid, well, Prime especially, the first one. Echoes is pretty cool, but not as good as number 1. And then of course Corruption means I can actually play Corruption now. So yeah, I picked up that. I think I paid about 20 quid for that, which was actually really good. Then I got sent a copy of Battlefield 3 from a friend. This is the Physical Warfare Limited Edition. So it comes with extra stuff and 2 discs. It's got multiplayer on one disc, campaign on the other. Of course, with how EA are now, the instruction book's a piece of paper, and it's got all my DRC codes and early access for Mass Effect 3 demo. So yeah, I got a copy of that sent to me. Thank you very much. Guys sent me that. I picked up a copy of Tales of Vesperia from my local game because I didn't own it, and it's quite rare, as most people I'm sure know, so I just had to make sure to pick up a copy. I paid about $12.50 for it in the end, which was really good, mainly because I had money on my game card. I think I had $7.50 on there, so I knocked it down a fair bit. So yeah, Tales of Vesperia. Then I also, this came out December 16th, picked up a copy of Trine 2. If anyone would like a collector's edition unboxing of this, please say so and I will do one. It is a collector's edition, it's got an art book, a soundtrack, and that's kind of it. But it's a nice game, so that's Trine 2 for PC. Of course it's out on XBLA now. I think it's out on PSN, I'm not entirely sure about that. But I know it's definitely out on XBLA, and Steam of course. Then, Christmas Eve, I did a little bit of shopping before I went to my family. Well, actually no, I'd already been there a day. But yeah, I popped in the stores to see what I could pick up. I started off in the cash converters, cash generator style store. I picked up a copy of Devilish on the Game Gear. It just came in a little box, one of the little boxes. So Devilish, which I looked it up. Like looking at that art, it looks like it could actually be a pinball game, but luckily it's not, so that's really good. So I picked up a Game Gear game, mainly because I hadn't actually seen a copy of this game before, so I thought I'd pick it up. So I got that. That was 2 or 3 quid. It was quite expensive, but I just saw it and I was like, buy it. Then I picked up this from another cash generator style store, which is Basketball Nightmare. Usually firstly I ignored it because it says basketball on the side, but then I noticed it said Nightmare, and it actually looks quite cute. So I paid £1 for that, which I thought was alright. It is still a sports game, but they tried to tag a story onto it. Sadly, it doesn't have an instruction book, but for a game I hadn't really seen before, probably because I just never looked at it because it got basketball tile. I thought I'd pick that up. Then I popped into Game and got 2 nice bargains, I suppose you'd say. I hate that word. So I picked up Rayman Origins, which is an absolutely stunning game. If you haven't got it, pick it up. It's on sale on a lot of places. Game have now put it up to £25 in their sale. I paid £18 for it. It's lovely. Sadly, it's not got online co-op, which would be fantabulous, fantastic. So it's only got offline co-op, which is a shame. But it's amazing. You should get it. It's got a great soundtrack. Plays lovely. Isn't too hard. There's a slight difficulty spike at one point, but it's amazing. I've nearly finished it, and I'm loving every second of it. So I highly recommend Rayman Origins. You can get it on 360, PS3, and Wii. So yeah, pick up that one. And then I also got Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii. It was $9.98, which was amazing. I've had loads of people tell me I should buy it, saying it's better than Zelda. Multiple things. It is a JRPG. I knew I was going to pick it up eventually. I didn't think I was going to be able to pick it up for $9.98. It's a shame as well because the ones with the red classic controllers also were apparently on sale for $9.98 as well, but you had to find a store that actually had them in stock. But I was happy with my normal copy. So that's all that I picked up before Christmas. Most people do, or have done, like Charlotte Tim did, their Christmas present pickups. No one really bought me any games, which I'm a bit sad about. I got a gamey thing, which is a cake mould, as you can see there. Not really showing much on that because it's not that gamey. And then I got this little guy, a lovely little Nathan Drake sack boy, which is absolutely amazing. The detail on him is lovely. Charlotte told me she got it off 365 Games, I think. I remember seeing it posted on somewhere, and I just sent her a link to it and said, you have to buy me this for Christmas. And I'd totally forgotten about it up until now. So he's lovely. He's going to have to go on my bag, but I don't want him to get lost. So yeah, he was my coolest game present. Not that I got much, because those two were the only things I got. Maybe next year people will buy me games. I think they would. And then on New Year's Eve, I popped out and went to firstly to pick something up, which I will show after what I bought from a game station store. But I'd been hunting around for a few things. I picked up just a couple of random things as well. So I got a copy of Condemned 2, which I haven't got already. I know it's not anywhere near as good as Condemned, but it was $2.98, so I thought I'd pick it up. So yeah, I got that. I got myself a copy of Deadly Premonition. Charlotte already has a copy of this, and I was looking forward to playing her copy until I moved out, and then was unable to, of course, play her copy. So I picked this up for $9.98, which I thought was really quite good. And like both of them are complete. Oh, I also should mention Xenoblade and Rayman were brand new games as well. But yeah, so Deadly Premonition. And then this is what I was hunting around all of the area for. I was also hunting around for a copy of El Shaddai on 360, but sadly nowhere had it in stock, which is a shame because it was only $4.98 on sale at most places. But I got myself the lovely limited edition Zelda Skyward Sword strategy guide. I don't use strategy guides, but I always have kind of bought strategy guides for RPGs or any kind of nice special ones like this, just because it's nice to have them, not necessarily need to use them. It's quite nice because it's got like gold finish on the pages. It's a lovely strategy guide. It's hardback. It's primer though, so it's not like a piggyback guide, which of course the meat of guides, because they've got the best quality paper and stuff. So the paper's slightly watered or crinkling, I suppose you could say, but it's a nice guide. It's of course doing the job, so you've got all the strategy guide stuff. But then the other cool thing that you get with it is a cloth map, which sadly, like you can see the crease marks on it. But I thought that was really cool. It was only $9.98 as well, which I thought was okay, considering it retailed at 20 quid. Oh wait, I've got that upside down. Sorry, I only just noticed. Sadly, it's cut really roughly, as you can see there. And then even more so on the bottom here, it's like someone took a bite out of it. But that's really nice, because usually even if you get a map in a strategy guide, it's just like a big fold out thing on a piece of paper. But the fact that it's on material is really nice. I reckon I could have probably ironed that out if I had an iron. And then maybe put that up on the wall. Of course, it's not really the kind of map you need. You don't really need a map in Zelda though, considering how it's actually a fairly linear space. But it just tells you the locations, and it's quite nice. So yes, I got that. Sorry, just folding that up a little. There we go. It probably doesn't help that it wasn't folded straight in the guide in the first place. And then the reason why I went out to go look for the Zelda guide and buy Deadly Premonition and all that was to pick up a lovely beast of a console that I didn't own already, and now I do, which is amazing. And that's a 3DO. It's an FZ1 unit, not an FZ10, which of course much rarer. But I have never owned a 3DO, and I knew I had to, and I couldn't say no. It's all there. Like, the box is a little hurt, as you can see, but it's had a lot of life. Oh, it doesn't have that, does it? Oh, that's a shame. So I just looked at the box, because I'd only looked at one side of the box before, but I just noticed this side said, as a special bonus, it had total eclipse inside. Sadly, this did not have that with it. But yeah, it's got everything inside it, as in like the polystyrene to keep it all secure. It came with a standard controller, but it also came with one of the crazy Capcom Street Fighter controllers, which are really quite weird to hold, but it works okay. It's got the manual and all the leads, and yeah, so that's really cool. So I got that, and then along with that, close it off. It came with, firstly, oh, sorry, pressing some buttons. It came with a couple of magazines, as you said. They're not really magazines, they're kind of, well, one of them is. Well, two of them are actually. This one isn't though. So this was like an Edge guide to the 3DO, which is quite nice. It's just got lots about all the different games that were coming out and their reviews and a load of adverts and stuff like that in there. Then I also got Planet Panasonic, which once again, just about the games at the time, you can't really see. And then I got a copy of 3DO magazine as well, which is quite nice, because this has even more. It's got lots of adverts in it, like people selling them and stuff like that at the back. The weirdest thing is, this advert is an EA advert for their games, and telling you about lard, and how it's all you need to keep you at it for hours, and saying you just eat lard and you can just play on your 3DO forever. That's really weird. But yeah, so a copy of 3DO magazine, and then it had 3 demos. One of which is the sampler CD, which I believe just comes with a 3DO usually anyway. Then also I think it would have come with that 3DO magazine, yep. So as you can see, it's got a little CD space there. Here's the CD that came with it, and that's just got lots of stuff on it. Yeah. And then I also got the Sample This sampler for Crystal Dynamics, which has got a lot of stuff on it. And then I've got some games as well. I'll do them in order of coolness, or try to. Okay, so I got D&D Slayer, so Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Slayer, which is alright. I found it kind of hard. Maybe I'm just a bit crap. But yeah, so I got that, which is apparently playable for all ages, although I thought it was quite violent, at least when you were killing people. I got Shockwave, which is actually quite fun. Is it? Yeah, it's an EA game. They made a series of the Shockwave games, and it was like, there's an alien invasion, save us, and like they infiltrated Giza, how you say it, and Egypt and stuff like that. So I had to go around and not bump into pyramids and stuff. It was quite funny though, because whenever you died, you'd see like some doctors trying to revive you and stuff like that. And it's all full motion video, of course. like most of the games are. Slayer is not though. So you've got like all your mission briefing and these doctors and stuff like that are full motion video, people talking. I say full motion video, that's what the term was, but it's actual people. The game itself doesn't look too bad for an old game, but of course all the fun comes from the cheesy acting. So I got Shockwave, then I also got Super Wing Commander, which isn't actually got people in it. It's all kind of pixel drawn art. That's actually the first time I played a Wing Commander game. I do own a couple of them, but it was loads and loads of fun playing it. It's also got an onboard magazine, which I thought was quite nice, in there. But that was nice, and that's, I think, the first game I've ever played where my character had a funeral when I died at the end. So that was pretty cool. Then I got Mega Race. I believe as this is, oh no, but it's got a barcode on the back. A lot of these disc cases are broken. So the first Mega Race game, if you've never played the Mega Race games, you may recognise this man from Heavy Rain. You may not. If you remember speaking to a guy who offered you a glass of wine, and if you stupidly took it, he's the man that tried to kill you. But yeah, Mega Race games, it's racing with shooting, but you've got a limit on your ammo, so then it gets a bit hard when you use up all your ammo. But that's pretty fun. That's cool, and actually the only racing game I got with it. Then I got a copy of Gex. Can't not love Gex. Sadly, it's voiced by an American guy, not what's his name, who did the UK versions for Gex 64 and stuff like that. So it just wasn't the same, but it's still good. Gex is lovely in a 2D style as well, before some of the bad 3D games. So Gex is awesome. Then I got Street Fighter 2 Turbo to go with the controller. Sadly, it's not in a big box, it's only a little box. But what I thought was quite nice is the manual's full colour with the awesome illustrations. I thought that was quite nice, because most things are black and white, grayscale, at least like all the other instruction books are. So that's really nice. Try and get this back in. And then finally, my favourite game that I got with it, which I'd never heard of before, but absolutely loved, Quarantine. So this actually has a big box, which I think means it's American. I've been looking into like 3DO stuff a bit now as I've got one. I'm still not 100% clued up with everything. Open. So it's just in a big box. It's got then so no inlay or anything on the disc, and then a driver's handbook, which has all about the game. That's pretty nice. Quarantine is what I would say a mix between Crazy Taxi and Doom. Or, well, Crazy Taxi with guns. So you're a cab driver, and you've got to find fares and take them to their destination within X amount of time, and then you get your money. It's really quite fun. The thing you need to get your head around though is the fact that up on the D-pad is jump, and then you press A to accelerate. But if you hold down A, you accelerate really fast, and then you kind of can't control your car good enough, and then accidentally you then press up as well for accelerate, or like I did, and then you start jumping all around the place. But it's heaps of fun. It's got like a video at the start, which is it's mainly him and a couple of other people who are like fares in the back. That's what it looks like. I think it was the most fun I had. I played this one the most out of all of them. Well, I played Gex a fair bit as well. But yeah, so I picked all that up for £55, which is quite good, which I got off like a Facebook sales thing, which I highly recommend if you want to try and pick up some cheap games. Most people are selling babies' clothes, but I was lucky and found that, and no one else actually wanted it, and I got it. So yeah, that's all I've got recently. Apologies for the length of this video. I had a lot to show, mainly because of the 3DO. I will do another video soon, maybe. If anyone wants to see a Trine 2 unboxing, just let me know. That'll be a nice quick video because there's not that much to it. Otherwise, I hope everyone had a lovely Christmas and a good New Year, and I'll catch you for my next video. Bye!